Our regular sporting and physical workouts have been affected by COVID-19. Many of us are now walking and running in our outside exercise time. Our bikes are also getting a big workout. Many would argue that Canberra is the cycling capital of Australia, with a massive network of shared and specific bike routes. And at a time when many businesses are suffering a downturn, bike stores are run off their feet. Simon Spoors owns cycle surgery at Florey shops, and business is booming.
Business-wise, you couldn't really dream of anything better. I've got more big pairs coming to the store that I can't actually store them at the store. I'm using an off-site storage to store bikes that I need to work on that I just literally can't get into the shop. So the volume of work is unbelievable.
Canberrans are dusting off their old bikes to stay active during isolation.
Getting a lot of bikes that have been sitting in sheds or even out in the weather for a long time. I'm getting bikes that have probably been sitting for a good 6-7 years out in the weather, and people now just want to revamp them so they can get on them and do some riding.
New bikes are also popular, with an increase in demand.
New bikes are booming. It's gone through the roof. It hasn't happened yet in Canberra, but I've heard of a few stores in Sydney and Melbourne that have actually had to shut their doors because they can't get any more new bikes. Suppliers are starting to sell out, and stock is just an issue now. It's just a big shortage. The last few years in the industry, it sort of has been difficult to get a big volume of stock. So there's always items in and out of stock. I haven't really seen an impact yet on parts and accessories, but it will happen, I believe. I've got suppliers telling me that they're as busy now as they are through Christmas. And there are certain items now they're just getting down on numbers where they can't replenish their stock levels. And it's just going to get to the point when they run out. That's it until factories start producing again and stock starts to come back into the country.
Simon is a sole trader and the lone staff member at his shop. He's experiencing some long days.
To get the work done, I'm back to doing long hours, 7 days a week, 70-hour weeks, and has been for coming up to 2 months now. It just hasn't stopped.
And the boom for cycling stores is common across the country.
I've been talking to a lot of reps. They're telling me that it's like Christmas time in how they're pumping out stock and deliveries. There is a big backlog on deliveries as well. Quite often a week and a half for them to pack orders and send it, as it was always overnight, 24, 48 hours, and now it's a week and a half. But it seems to be consistent countrywide.
While there's no sign of business slowing down, Simon believes Canberra's cooler winter temperatures might force some indoors.
We'll still get the die-hard true cyclists that'll ride right through winter, but I think it'll slow down a bit as winter hits, when you start getting the -4, -5 mornings. But yeah, I haven't seen any sign of that yet. I mean, the weather's just beautiful. And even at night time, I'm finishing work at sometimes 7:30, and on my commute back from work, I might do a lap of the lake, and the amount of people out I've just never seen anything like it.
As a bike enthusiast, Simon says the current popularity of cycling is great to see.
I'd like to see people continue that as a lifestyle rather than, we've been forced, there's nothing else we can do. But it's fantastic to see. And it's not just cyclists, there's so many people walking. I'll back onto a reserve which has a bike track that runs down it, and it's like a highway. It's just constantly people up and down.
And when life does resume to some sort of normal, Simon says his main hope is that people will not only continue to ride, but see the many benefits of cycling.
I guess the virus and what's happened has put a lot of people on bikes, but over the last 5-10 years, a lot of people have been turning back to bike regardless. whether it's the cost of living or the cost of fuel or the cost of a second family car. Parking has been a big thing, but I really hope that people just continue doing it. The benefits of riding the bike are huge, but also the benefits of not having that second car, not paying that second reg, insurance, fuel, parking. So from a transport side of it, I think it's a win-win, really.
The message is simple. Love your bike, love your local, and stay safe during COVID-19.